Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Now, folks, happy Tuesday, everybody. Let me be straight with you guys out there watching, because I believe our relationship is based on trust. I wish it was based on comedy, but it's mostly trust. Here's the deal. I am not here tonight. Right now, I am flying back from Los Angeles because last night was the Emmys, okay? So, shh, don't tell me if I won or if the door of my plane popped off. I don't want to know. Last night was also the Iowa caucuses. Now, since I actually recorded this monologue last Thursday, we have no idea who won. It was Donald Trump. It's probably him. Hate to say it. No. You're obviously not from Iowa. Because they love him in Iowa. I think because he has the exact same hair as an ear of corn. Now, experts, tassels, they call it the tassels. Experts predicted low voter turnout because Monday was expected to be the coldest caucus night weather since the modern nominating system began in 1972. And we all know sub-zero temperatures will definitely shrink your caucus. In fact, oldie but a goodie.
Wow.
Your caucus, I mean. It's an oldie but a goodie. In fact, this is true, and thanks to a polar vortex, they expect a high of 0. Oh, I'm sorry, that's actually Ron DeSantis' poll numbers. Of course, the idea of Republican primaries implies that the GOP will continue to exist, and right now there is reason to doubt that, because multiple state Republican parties are reportedly going bankrupt. That's financially bankrupt. That's financially bankrupt. They already achieved morally. Now, they've got no money. Right now, the state Republican Party's finances are somewhere between Rudy Giuliani and abandoned JCPenney. Things are especially bad in Arizona, where in August, the state GOP of Arizona had just $14,800 left in the bank. Now, to put that into perspective, the Arizona GOP cannot afford to buy a 2017 Honda Civic. Certainly not with power windows. Now, Minnesota Republicans are also struggling financially. A filing earlier this year revealed that the party there was more than $335,000 in debt with a bank balance of $53.81. The GOP has gone from the party of Lincoln to, can you spot me a Lincoln? Now, in Michigan, sure, Abraham Lincoln. Why not? I'm not going to fight that. In Michigan, not only are they on the brink of bankruptcy, the state party is in chaos thanks to outgoing Republican leader and therapist who is loving all the tea you're spilling about Aunt Judith, Christina Caramo. Caramo is an anti-vax Trump loyalist who was elected party chair after spreading January 6 conspiracy theories. But the real issue is that Caramo has drained the GOP coffers in Michigan. As of this fall, they were $500,000 in debt, and in an attempt to scrape up some cash, Caramo tried to sell the party's former headquarters in Lansing. Only one problem, Caramo and the state GOP do not own the building. But to sweeten the deal, Caramo promised to throw in the Brooklyn Bridge, the Hope Diamond, and a candlelight dinner with Sasquatch. But perhaps the strangest story of Republican dysfunction comes from Florida. On Monday, the chairman of Florida's Republican Party was ousted because he was under criminal investigation for sexual assault. Yes, no one under investigation for sexual assault should be chairman of the Florida Republican Party. They should be the Republican nominee for president. And here, you okay? You all right? Here's what happened. The chairman, Christian Ziegler, and his wife, Bridget, decided to spice up their marriage by inviting in another woman, which is fine. No judgment, except a lot of judgment, because Bridget is a conservative activist who has promoted anti-LGBTQ policies and co-founded the right-wing group Moms for Liberty. Yeah. Which explains the Moms for Liberty slogan, it's not Adam and Steve, it's Adam and Eve, and sometimes Sandra from Hot Yoga. Limber Sandra. She brings her own mat. Here's how the alleged sexual assault happened. Last fall, the threesome had a scheduled encounter but had to cancel because Ziegler's wife was sick. Ziegler wanted to move forward with the meetup and is said to have refused to take no for an answer when the other woman declined to have sex with Mr. Ziegler, explaining she was mostly in for her. It's gotta hurt to be in a three-way and find out you're the shemp. Now, for my younger viewers out there, that's a reference to the Threesome Stooges. Thank you. This is the foreplay, by the way. This is the... Speaking of Florida disasters, Florida. Last year, Ron DeSantis, Governor DeSantis, implemented a law across the Sunshine State that tried to regulate any mention of sex in books out of fear it would make kids cooler than he is. Now, because of that crazy law, one Florida school district has pulled dictionaries from the shelves because they contain definitions of words such as sex that would potentially put them in violation of the law. Now, it seems extreme, but you can't be too careful. Why stop at dictionaries? Attention students, PE is now canceled because footballs kind of look like a big weird testicle. Also, no more school lunch. We discovered squeezing a Capri Sun feels like a boob. Don't ask me how we found out. Turns out it's not just dictionaries. They also banned 8 different encyclopedias and 2 thesauruses. That is outrageous. Also shocking, scandalous, atrocious, appalling, abhorrent. No one takes my thesaurus, baby. You want my thesaurus, you'll have to pry it from my cold, chilly, frigid, wintry, glacial hands. School kids down in Florida also won't be reading Ripley's Believe It or Not or the Guinness Book of World Records. What are they scared of in the Guinness Book of World Records? No daughter of mine is gonna grow 40-inch fingernails and marry the fattest twins in the world. How will she even fit on the motorcycles? But of course, the biggest news today is happening later tonight because right after this show is the premiere of After Midnight, hosted by the incredibly talented Taylor Tomlinson. Yeah. She's gonna be amazing. Her show is kind of part late night show, kind of part game show. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it.
Steven?
I'm not sure.
Hey, Stephen.
Taylor!
Maybe I can help.
Holy cow. It's TV's Taylor Tomlinson, everybody. Taylor, what are you doing here?
Well, I thought I'd stop in to explain that After Midnight is a great new show where comedians compete to come up with funny answers to ridiculous questions about everything from internet trends to pop culture. It's so fun, and everyone should check it out.
I totally agree with that. But what I was saying is, what are you doing here right now? Your show premieres right after this show, and it shoots in Los Angeles.
Well, Stephen, have you ever heard of a little thing called editing?
Yeah, I have my own TV show.
And starting tonight, so do I. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. So what's your point?
I'm loving the magic of TV. For example, thanks to editing, we're actually having this conversation a week before it's going to air. Right now, I am actually in LA, and guess what, Stephen? So are you, because last night was the Emmys.
Oh, that's right. Wait a second. You're in LA. You'd know? Did I win?
Depends. Is John Oliver in your category this year?
Is he? No.
Then yes!
Yes!
Yay! But also, maybe no.
Oh.
See, so now we have it both ways, so you can just edit it in later when you have the right answer.
Wow, you really are good at TV.
Well, I learned from the best. Conan.
Taylor Tomlinson, everybody. After Midnight premieres tonight, right after The Late Show.